Hey, what's up guys? Today I'll show you a horror film, Wrong Turn. Spoiler ahead, watch out and take care. In the middle of a faraway forest, a couple is hiking towards a cliff. Boyfriend successfully reaches the top, where he sees a beautiful view of the forest. Meanwhile, girlfriend is still trying hard to climb through the rope. Suddenly, boyfriend's dead body appears in front of her, while his blood is dripping to her face. As boyfriend's dead body falls to the cliff, someone quickly pulls her up, but she is able to escape by cutting the rope. She then falls in front of boyfriend's dead body. As she hears that someone is coming, she immediately runs away, but she trips on a barbed wire and someone forcibly drags her away. In the next scene, a medical student called Dr. Newbie is driving on a highway in the middle of the mountains. Along the way, he gets stuck in slow traffic caused by an oil spill ahead of the way. Apparently, he is on his way to his job interview, so he drives back to find an alternate route. He then stops at a crappy gas station to make a call, but the crappy phone does not work. He suddenly notices an alternative on the map, but it appears to be a dotted line. When he asks the rugged old man at the gas station, the old man warns him that it is a dirt road, but he still decides to proceed on taking the route, since he is desperate to arrive at his interview on time. Shortly after, he arrives at the alternate route in the middle of the forest. An animal carcass on the roadside distracts him, so he accidentally crashes into another car. The car belongs to a group of friends who went on a hiking trip in the forest. Apparently, the car gets stuck in the middle of the road, since its tires get blown off by a barbed wire. As the group of friends notices the accident, they suddenly come out of the woods to talk to him. The group of friends are composed of two couples and a beautiful woman called Beauty. The first couple, Mr. Curly and Miss Skinny, comes to ask him if he is all right, while the other couple, Mr. Crap and Ms. Red, rant about the damage he dealt with their belongings. Meanwhile, Beauty finds a barbed wire that punctured their tires in the woods. As they appear to be trapped together in the middle of nowhere, some of them walk together to find help. At the same time, Mr. Crap and Ms. Red are left alone in the car to look after their belongings. As Mr. Crap and Ms. Red notices that they are now alone, their hormones become raging, and Ms. Red starts to walk Mr. Crap's crappy hot dog. Shortly after, Ms. Red goes inside Dr. Newbie's car to snoop on his belongings, while a weird sound from the woods catches Mr. Crap's attention. So he comes there to investigate. Soon after, Ms. Red notices that he is already gone. Ms. Red then goes to the woods to find him. She sees his other shoe lying on the ground. When she walks further, she sees his ear on the ground, which freaks the hormones out of her. As she walks back in fear, someone suddenly grabs her face with a barbed wire and rips her smelly mouth wide open. Meanwhile, Dr. Newbie, Beauty, Mr. Curly, and Ms. Skinny reach a dead end as they desperately try to find help. They then walk back to the woods, where shortly after, they stumble upon a crappy old cabin. Outside, there are a lot of rusty vehicles. They knock at the cabin, but no one is responding. So Dr. Newbie barges inside to find a phone that they can use to call for help. It appears that someone is living there, since there is still filthy food on the table. As they further explore, they see a lot of random things lying around, such as bloody blades and car keys. Miss Skinny goes to the bathroom and sees a set of teeth on a jar, while Beauty, who goes to the room, notices random belongings kept there. Meanwhile, Dr. Newbie witnesses body parts getting boiled. As he takes a look at the refrigerator, he sees more filthy body parts stored there. Completely horrified by what they see, they immediately decide to leave. But they see that cabin dwellers are coming on the front door, so they quickly run towards the back door. But it is close, so they just hide to avoid being seen. At their hiding place, they see three cannibalistic men coming inside while bringing Ms. Red's body. They are completely terrified when they see Ms. Red's shitty face, but they try not to make any reaction to avoid getting caught. As the cannibals pick up Ms. Red's body, a bullet accidentally falls down towards their hiding place. Fortunately, the cannibal does not see them as it picks up the bullet. After that, the cannibals proceed on butchering Ms. Red's smelly body, while they release a wild laugh. Soon after, the cannibals have fallen asleep, so they grab this chance to sneak out of there. As they walk through the cabin, they see Ms. Red's mutilated body. The door releases a creaking sound as they open it, so Dr. Newbie holds it for a while, letting them walk out of there first. Suddenly, one of the cannibals, named Sawtooth, wakes up and notices them. They then immediately run away from there. As they run across the woods, they stumble upon camper cars that seem to be owned by the former victims of the cannibals. They then think about how they can use the cars to escape out of there. As they try to figure out something, the cannibals are driving towards there to find them. It turns out that Sawtooth alerts the other cannibals, named Three Fingers and One Eye, so they immediately hide. As the cannibals get out of their car, Dr. Newbie figures out that they can try to steal the car to escape out of there. Mr. Curly suggests that someone needs to distract the cannibals, while the others will proceed to steal the car. So Dr. Newbie decides to run on the field to get the attention of the cannibals, but one of the cannibals is able to shoot him in the leg. At this moment, Mr. Curly decides to call the attention of the cannibals to save Dr. Newbie. As the cannibals chase him, Beauty and Ms. Skinny come to help Dr. Newbie. Then the three of them rushes towards the car of the cannibals. As Beauty opens the car's door, Mr. Crab's filthy body falls out of it. Despite getting terrified, they still proceed to ride the car. They immediately drive in the middle of the woods to find Mr. Curly, who is still getting chased by the cannibals. As they are able to find him, he quickly runs towards them. Unfortunately, he got hit by 3 arrows at the back, leading to his death. The cannibal also shoots an arrow at their car, which almost hits them. So they proceed to drive away, while Ms. Skinny is crying like a baby in the car after seeing Mr. Curly's death. As they further drive to the woods, they soon reach a dead end, which forces them to walk instead. As they keep on finding the road, Dr. Newbie accidentally steps on a bear trap. Luckily, the trap fails to catch him. However, the cannibals are able to hear their noises from far away. Later, they decide to take a rest, since they have been walking for a long time. As Dr. Newbie lies on the ground, he notices a watchtower near them. He then immediately decides to check it, hoping they can find something that they can help them escape. Shortly after, they slowly climb towards the watchtower. As they finally come inside it, they search through the things there. Beauty finds a medical supply that they can use to heal Dr. Newbie's wounds. On the other side, Miss Skinny finds a light they can use as darkness comes. Beauty proceeds to help Dr. Newbie's wound. Meanwhile, Miss Skinny finds a piece of radio equipment in the compartment. They then use it trying to get a call, but it fails to trace any radio signals. Dr. Newbie sees the cannibals passing through near the watchtower. The radio suddenly gets a signal from the authorities, who ask them about their location. Meanwhile, the cannibals hear the radio sounds, so the cannibals realize that they are in the watchtower. As Miss Skinny keeps asking for help on the radio, Dr. Newbie puts a heavy thing on the door to prevent the cannibals from going inside. The cannibals then decide to go down instead. Shortly after, they notice that a cloud of smoke is coming from below. It turns out that the cannibals proceed on burning the watchtower instead. They then start to panic as the watchtower keeps on burning. At this moment, they realize that they can jump towards the trees rather than die on the fire. Dr. Newbie jumps first and successfully lands on the tree branches. Miss Skinny almost falls to the ground after jumping. Fortunately, Dr. Newbie is able to grab her up. Beauty also jumps towards the tree. Apparently, the cannibals know that they are on the tree, so Three Fingers starts climbing the tree to catch them. As they see that the cannibals are coming, they decide to start moving to the other trees. Meanwhile, Miss Skinny hesitates to jump on the other tree, so Three Fingers catches her. Three Fingers then hits her face with the axe, which cuts her face in half. As Three Fingers removes the axe from her face, its other half falls on the ground. In the meantime, Dr. Newbie and Beauty witness her gruesome death, so they plan to push Three Fingers out of the tree. When Beauty calls the attention of the cannibal, it suddenly appears behind her. Dr. Newbie grabs this chance and pushes Three Fingers out of the tree, making it fall to the ground. After that, they proceed on moving out of there. Later, they arrive at a waterfall, where they take a rest for the night. The following day, they both suddenly wake up from a cannibal nightmare. They then proceed on wandering through the woods to find a way to get out of there. Soon after, they finally find a road, but it is down the cliff. As they try to figure out how they can go down there, an axe instantly flies toward them, which almost hits them. The cannibals suddenly appear in front of them. The cannibals push Dr. Newbie, making him fall down the cliff, while one of them drags Beauty out of there. Meanwhile, a police officer passes by on the road. Dr. Newbie then reports everything to the police officer. But an arrow from Sawtooth instantly hits the police officer's eye, leading to its death. So he just tries to drive away using the police officer's car, but the car key is nowhere to be found. When Sawtooth comes down to find him, he immediately hides away. But Sawtooth fails to find him, so Sawtooth proceeds to drag the police officer's body and drives away from there. At this moment, Dr. Newbie sneaks towards the car so he can save Beauty at the cabin. As they arrive at the cabin, Sawtooth gets out of the car and drags the police officer's body to the cabin. When the cannibals are busy dealing with the police officer's body, Dr. Newbie crawls out of the car to figure out something he can do to save Beauty. Inside the cabin, Beauty is tied up on the slaughter bed. She keeps on screaming for help as she sees the cannibal chopping a dead body. It appears that she is next on the chopping board, as One Eye puts a blade on her neck. Suddenly, the cabin door starts to burn. As One Eye comes to check on it, Dr. Newbie accelerates the car, which instantly hits One Eye. He then walks out of the car and throws a Molotov to the Sawtooth, which sets Sawtooth on fire. As Sawtooth is screaming in agony, Dr. Newbie then furiously stabs Sawtooth. Thinking that the cannibals are already dead, Dr. Newbie immediately comes to untie Beauty. Suddenly, Sawtooth appears behind him and throws him away. The angry Sawtooth then gets an axe and keeps hitting him. Luckily, he is able to evade every hit from Sawtooth. Meanwhile, Beauty hits Sawtooth's head with an arrow, making Sawtooth fall to the ground, breaking his teeth. Suddenly, Three Fingers comes and hits Dr. Newbie repeatedly with a bat. As Dr. Newbie appears to be beaten up, Beauty smashes Three Fingers' fingers. Dr. Newbie immediately strangles Three Fingers as it tries to fight back. To finish Three Fingers, Beauty hits Three Fingers with an axe, but it turns out that the cannibals are still alive, despite being severely injured. So they immediately walk out of the cabin. Dr. Newbie then uses his last bullet to shoot the gasoline jar, making the cabin instantly explodes, while the cannibals are still inside. In the end, they successfully escape from their using the cannibals' car. Before they totally leave the place, Dr. Newbie walks out of the car to remove the mat from the gas station, so no one will ever come to the cannibal route. The previous old man stares him in awe, believing that no one would come back alive. In the ending scene, a sheriff passes by through the burned cabin and walks out of the car to investigate. It turns out that Three Fingers is able to survive the explosion and suddenly appears behind a sheriff. Three Fingers then instantly hits the sheriff with an axe while releasing a laugh of madness. This is Daniel CC Movie Channel. Stay safe and enjoy your day.